One of the most common types of disinformation that we find online are imposter accounts. These are social profiles that use the brand and the photographs and the colors and the look and feel of institutions that we trust to make us believe false or misleading information. So this can be anything from governments to politicians or news outlets and journalists or celebrities. This particular tweet, for example, was making the rounds the day after Prime Minister Boris Johnson was taken into hospital for COVID-19 and the symptoms that he had. Now, obviously, if you see the content of this tweet, for a bunch of us, it would create a really emotional reaction, whether it's fear or anger, and we'd want to tell our loved ones straight away. And that's why this tweet had hundreds and hundreds of engagements before it was taken down by Twitter and the account was suspended. Because the account is not actually from the BBC, it's just trying to look like the BBC. But there's some clues that we could have picked up on just looking on our phones. And the important thing to remember is that phone screens are really actually very small. So they don't actually give you that much information, especially if you're just doing this, right? If you're just scrolling quickly past your timeline on your feed. So let's look at the tweet. First of all, the name of the account, it says BBC Breaky instead of breaking. So it's not the complete word, which is what the actual account is like. It is using exactly the same social profile photograph, and it tweeted out a photo very similar to what BBC Breaking actually tweets out. Nevertheless, if you look at the content, it has just text, but it doesn't have a link. And most news outlets will tweet out with a link because they want you to go back to their website to have more updated information. It's like a newswire service. If you click through to the account, you can see that the account has been around, or had been around, since June 2012. It's got a couple hundred followers versus the real BBC account, which has thousands and thousands. The cover photo is very similar, which means that they're trying to impersonate this account. But the bio is a lot thinner. It just says bringing you breaking news without fleshing it out, without giving you a website, which is what the real account has. If you scroll further down a little bit, you can also see that underneath the pinned tweet about Boris Johnson, the previous one says, and tweeting at Boris Johnson just take it on the chin, mate, around the time that he was taken to hospital. So very quickly we could have known that this is definitely not the BBC. They would never tweet that. That kind of casual language is not one that reputable news outlets would use. And all you would have had to do was pause before you share that tweet, click through to the profile, look at the bio, look at the first tweet under the pinned tweet, and even if you scrolled a bit further down, there's some expletives about the Queen, there's some other more casual language, a bunch of football tweets, and none of it looks like the real BBC Breaking account that you could have also just looked up on your phone before you pass this information on.